Hello you guys, this is Laisla and I'm bringing you guys a video on weight loss tips. These are some tips that have helped me and I am sharing them with you guys now. So without further ado, here's the first tip. Let me go to my notes. I promised myself that I wouldn't eat anything that I didn't want to eat. So by that, I mean, well, let me give you guys an example. One thing that I thought was, well, that made me miserable to eat was like a bowl of salad. Okay, I just picture a bowl of salad and I'm like, oh, I just don't like them. I've tried liking them. I don't like them. And many people would say, just add some seasoning to it. Add like some dressing, some vinegar or vinaigrette or something. And I'm just like, okay, first of all, seasoning maybe, but the dressing and some of the vinaigrettes are harmful. Okay, so doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of eating a salad? Maybe just a little bit. So I just don't like salads. If I'm gonna eat a salad, I'm gonna eat it the way it should be, just plain and simple salad with nothing but the greens, and that's it. But at the same time, why make myself miserable? What I tend to do now is I just mix them in. I mix all the veggies that I can into the foods that I like in the first place. So like, let's say beef. I love beef. I love chicken. I'll just put some asparagus, some beef with asparagus, some beef with broccoli, some beef with cauliflower, and just make it interesting. And I typically tend to do that, and it tastes so much better that way, eating the vegetables that way. And I don't even think twice about it. Like, it's just like, oh, they're there. They're just a little compliment to my food. And yeah, I don't even have to think about it. I don't even have to think like, oh my God, I have to eat vegetables. No, because they're already on my plate. And I didn't even have to worry about them. They just made a perfect complement to whatever meal I was going to eat. So yeah, I just don't make myself miserable eating things that I don't like to eat. I know sometimes like diet foods that say sugar free, sugar this. I know if you have like a health problem, those are very beneficial. But if you don't, like, I mean, I don't have any health problems, thank God. But I wouldn't want to eat a sugar-free cookie, especially if it literally tastes sugar-free. Okay, I'd rather eat a regular sugar cookie. Okay, it's fine. It's okay once in a while. Okay, it's okay. It is completely fine. My cheat typically tends to be a chocolate chip cookie. I go crazy after a while if I don't get a chocolate chip cookie. And that's basically my favorite meal, either a chocolate chip cookie, a brownie, or a chocolate muffin. Those are like my three go-to desserts. But like I said, I don't eat them every day, and sometimes I go months without eating them or craving them. But when I do crave them or want them, I go and I get them. Okay, because life is short, and I want to be happy. At the end of the day, I don't want to be miserable. So, yeah, that's the main tip. Just not being miserable, being happy, and eating the foods that you like to eat. Just incorporating a little bit of veggies to make your nutrition a lot better. Getting all of your your vitamins, your nutrients. They're gonna help you out a lot in the long run. When you're older and all of your body starts to hurt, well, hopefully your body won't hurt because you've been eating right. Okay, so it's gonna help in the long run. All right, so very next one. Don't eat because of the hour. Okay, um, except for dinner. Okay, and I'll get to the dinner in a second. But my dad is the kind of person, or at least used to be the kind of person that would ask me or my mom, like, hey, what time is it? And then we'd be like, I don't know, like, oh, it's 2 o'clock. And then he'd be like, I haven't eaten all day. And it's already 2 o'clock. Well, maybe not all day, but he'd be like, oh my God, I haven't eaten. It's already past lunch. I should eat already. And and I'd ask, and I'd like, are you hungry? And sometimes he'd be like, well, no, I mean, I could eat, but I'm not hungry. And I kind of I'm like, what? I eat when I'm hungry, okay? I eat when my body is like literally like telling me, hey, I have to eat. I have to eat. I have to eat. And I get very hangry, okay? So I have to eat when I'm hungry. And that's kind of like the rule I follow. It's like if I'm hungry, I definitely have to eat. I don't leave it to the end. So I just yeah, because if you eat when you're not hungry, that's when your body starts obviously gaining weight. Cause like, why are you eating if you're not hungry? So not eating by the hour. And this typically goes for all of you guys that live with your family, because your mom cooks dinner and she's like, hey you guys, the dinner's ready. If you're not hungry, feel free to say, Mom, sorry, I'm not hungry. Or your wife or your husband, like, sorry honey, I'm not hungry. But sit at the table though. Don't just, but don't be absent. And then eat later. It's fine. Like, you guys don't have to eat at the exact same hour that everyone else is eating. If everyone else is hungry, fine. But yeah, don't eat just because other people are eating around you. Okay? Or maybe a snack or something, but don't overeat. Okay? That is the issue. Do not eat if you're not hungry. It is very hard because I do live at home and I know how tough that is. Sometimes, especially for dinner, I have to put on some very strong armor and just go out there and say, I'm sorry, I am not hungry. All right, so very, very next one. Don't force yourself to finish your plate if you are full. That kind of goes hand in hand with that. So yeah, like I said, try to serve yourself small portions. And if you're still hungry, that's fine. Go and grab seconds. But if your plate is already like full and maybe, I don't know, you over filled your plates and you're just, I'm done. Don't worry about leaving some food behind, okay? We're trying to lose weight here. I know, at least I was taught to finish everything on my plate, but at the long run, that did not help me. So, yeah, if you're already full, do not worry about leaving food on the plate. Okay, so don't worry about that. It's fine. Okay, this one's also a very good one. Eat breakfast as a king, lunch as a squire, and dinner as a peasant. Okay, so a king is like, we all know what a king is. He has like a feast of like all kinds of foods and a big feast because he's a king. He's rich and he has all kinds of food. So that's how we should eat for breakfast, like a king, like eating a lot. I used to eat a lot for breakfast and that helped me out tremendously. I used to have oatmeal, a bowl of fruits, some coffee, sometimes some cereal, and I'd eat as much as I could in the morning because at the end, the calories that you get in the morning help you throughout your whole day. That's why they say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, because you're supposed to get all of your calories, like your main source, biggest source of calories in the morning, okay? Because it helps fuel your body for the rest of the day, and you have a really good day afterward after eating that nice meal. And something that I tend to do for breakfast, okay? A little small side note. I actually used to eat dessert for breakfast. Okay, so if you like dessert, like if you like muffins, you like cookies, you like all those sorts of good stuff, eat them in the morning, okay? but don't eat them in dinner or after a lunch or something like that. Eat them for breakfast, okay? That's what I typically do because I just love my sweets, okay? I don't do it every day, but I did do it a lot in college, and I was losing weight in college. That's when I first started losing weight, so, and it helped me out, okay? I ended up losing weight. So if you're gonna eat dessert in the morning, and then don't touch dessert afterward, okay? So in the morning, eating dessert to get it out of your system, okay? And for lunch, eating smaller than what you did for breakfast, like eating less of what you did. So something smaller, yeah, that's all I can really say. And then even smaller for dinner, okay? Even smaller. And I'm gonna just get back to dinner. I did say eating by the hour, but for dinner, I do tend to eat by the hour. If it's already 5 o'clock, I'm hustling to eat because I don't want to eat too late and I don't want to be hungry later on and it's already like 9 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm about to go to sleep. I can't be eating a full meal right now. So that's why I do eat by the hour for dinner, because I do not want to eat late. And then that's what caused my overall weight gain when I was overweight, was eating too late. So yeah, trying to eat a lot earlier, and then that is the only meal I eat by the hour. And let's see. And then cutting out processed foods. I'll just give like an example, like Hostess, everything that's like, or Chips Ahoy, or even like chips. Chips is like the most common one, but like I'm just gonna talk about like those little pastry desserts because we have a lot of those in this household. I don't eat them, but my parents seem to really like them. But I don't like them because, you know, they're making my family unhealthy. Yeah, those little Hostess pastries, okay, and other processed food pastries and processed foods overall, okay, I don't like them. First of all, they're very easy to eat. You just grab and go, okay, you grab and go, and that's how it makes it so easy to just gain weight, because it's just right there. It's already packaged. You just take it out and you pop it in your mouth and you're done. And if you want, you can even get another one. That's the worst part about it. So yeah, just eliminating those. Don't buy them. It provokes you to just go and grab whenever you are with a craving, instead of like having that little barrier that you kind of think twice about it. Because like, let's say you don't have any of those and you have to walk to your local bakery or drive to the bakery, you kind of like overthink it. You're like, should I kind of have something else to do. I don't have time to go to the bakery. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. And then by the time it's tomorrow, you don't really even want the pastry anymore. So at the end of the day, you didn't eat it. So that's the amazing part about it. But you know, it's that little, those little what's that word? Checkpoints. Yeah, you give yourself little checkpoints that you're just like, do I really want to? No, I do. I don't know. You know, so you kind of question yourself, and that's the great part about it. When you don't have those sugary foods in your house, you just kind of question yourself if you want to eat it or if you don't. And sometimes you really do. Like, that's what happens to me with chocolate chip cookies. And like I said, I go once a month and just buy some, you know, some good old chocolate chip cookies from like Subway or McDonald's or wherever. But I have to get my chocolate chip cookies when I want them. And yeah, so like cutting those out, and then at the same time, like, think about it. Really think about it. Let's compare like one of those little processed foods pastries, okay? And compare it with like an actual baked good from the bakery. Which one tastes better? The one from the bakery, right? Because it's homemade. Well, maybe not homemade, but it's made right there in the bakery itself. It's much healthier. Maybe not much healthier, but at the same time, it's like you're probably going to gain the same amount of weight with either of them, okay? So I would tend to go with the baked good. It tastes better. You're probably going to gain the same amount of weight with it. And you feel more satisfied. You know, it tastes so much better. Instead of this processed baked good, it's just kind of gross. In my opinion. Okay. Let's go to the very next one. Oh yeah, bread. I do not eat bread unless if it is having anything to do with a sandwich. I just eat bread with sandwiches. That's all I do. Beside that, I don't eat bread at all. I don't. It's something that also is very easy to just take it out, put whatever you want on it, and just go. And yeah, they're just so easy to make. So you tend to gain more weight with them because they're just so easy to make something with. Or even baguette bread, you just rip it, eat it, and then you go back and you rip another piece and you eat it. Then by the time you go back, a bread, like a baguette that's like this big, ends up being this big. And that's when you're like, uh-oh. So yeah, that's not good news. So yeah, that's my tip. Just don't eat bread. I know it's easy. I know it tastes good, especially like that baguette bread with maybe some butter, but no, you do not want to buy those, okay? And I think that's it. That's all of my tips for today. If I have any other tips, I'll definitely post them. I'll probably make another list of tips. But yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I'm gonna just say bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching.